ago. Yes, my name is Robert DeVault. I consent to this footage documentary that I'm participating in. Um, there's a lot to tell about me, but apparently this documentary is given the reason why people like me, and including me myself, are homeless. Once again, my name is Robert DeVault. I'm originally from San Francisco, California. I moved here to Los Angeles, California in '84. The precise month I can't recall. I originally came down here as a writer. I did that for a little while, but unfortunately, alcohol and a few other drugs, mainly alcohol though, made me take a different direction. I've been on the streets now off and on going on 17 years. Every day is a struggle. Every day is a struggle. Some days I wonder where am I gonna be waking up at if I even wake up. Being out here though, I learned you meet good people, but you also meet savages. A lot of times homeless people are misjudged. I mean, don't get me wrong, you got some shitty people out here. You really do. You got some shitty people out here. You got homeless people who are thieves, heavy drug users, people who have no regard for anybody. And there is a reason for judgment from those kind of people. But when you try to demonstrate good, and you try and demonstrate non-harm, when you try and be a good person and you're still judged, it makes being homeless even harder. I sleep in an alley on 6th Street. For personal reasons, I will not consent exactly where I sleep at, but I'm off of 6th Street. Every single day that I wake up, just like anybody else, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I prep myself, get myself ready. And basically, I spend the rest of the day trying to survive. I don't steal, I don't rob, which makes it harder for people like me because at times I have to rely on panhandling or recycling or other little handy jobs just to survive for that day. Like I say, being out here is not the end of the world, but get real frustrated. The thought of suicide has come to my mind a couple of times, but thankfully I've never attempted or never tried it. I've lost a lot of people who were good people, good friends of mine, being on the streets. One of them OD'd, and she was a good girl, but she OD'd on heroin. Another one ended up having the flu that turned into the walking pneumonia, and his lungs filled up with fluid, and he died in the hospital. Other people were just little simple things. One person just walked up to this one homeless dude and shot him for no apparent reason. It can be pretty scary. It can be pretty scary out here. Since I've been out here, I've been stabbed. I've been jumped on by 7 people all at once. I'm always getting judged. I know I have a scroungy looking beard, but if you talk to me and you get to know me, you'll see that I'm actually a decent person, and I try not to pose a threat to anybody. A lot of people always ask me, well, where will you see yourself at in a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? And you know what? I try to give them the most honest answer I can, not trying to sound like full of shit or trying to be boastful or anything, but the truth is I don't know, because living on the streets is truly a minute to minute, hour to hour, day to day job. Because I'm here today participating in this documentary, I may not be alive tomorrow. Hopefully I will be. There's a lot I could say, but in short, like, I try not to have people give me a pity party. I try not to have people feel sorry for me, because to a small degree, I put myself out here. But at the same token, like everybody else, I do believe in fairness. I do believe in let me prove my actions before you judge me, or if you're gonna judge me, at least let me prove my actions. But apparently, especially living in Los Angeles, it's vice versa. There's really not that much to say except living out here can be rough. You know, it's not the end of the world, but it really could be rough. I I wonder sometimes where will I see myself at, in a week from now, because like I say, I've lost good friends of mine who were homeless and they had good hearts. Some of their habits were not too good, but they had good hearts. The best thing I could say is, if you're watching this documentary, um, if you choose to judge, but at least be fair and give the person the opportunity to prove his actions before you judge. You'd be surprised on how many homeless people who are out here who don't do drugs, who don't drink, who don't use heroin, who don't do crystal, who don't participate in anything illegally, and yet because a loss of a job, a few months behind rent, and they're out here with me. And a lot of times, those, well, it's like a lot of those same people, you know, before they got into the situation, they would be some of the ones, they would be some of the ones that would be very judgmental towards people like me. But now that they're out here, they sing a different note because they see that all circumstances are different. Like I say, to a small degree, I put myself out here, so I don't expect a pity party. It's like the old saying. It's like when my grandfather used to tell me, "You made your bed, now lie in it." But what I can tell you is, it's very important. Like we're just like anybody else. The only difference is we don't have a zip code or a place of residence. But anybody that has any kind of decencies, even if they're homeless, they wake up, they eat, they shower the best they can, they try to keep themselves clean the best way they can, and they just try to survive day to day. Except the only difference is being out here for them, at times it could be harder. My name is Robert Duvall, and I hope you have a better understanding. And like I say, before you judge, or let me rephrase that, if you choose to judge, at least give the person the opportunity to present himself before you make a judgment.